Let's start with the big one. I want to see your ring and what that looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Why do you think natural diamonds continue to be the start point for any engagement ring?
And if you saw how I treat my ring, like you would actually throw up. I'm banging my ring against everything all the time. And at the end of the day, diamonds are just like the most durable of all the stones.
I feel like when you're buying an engagement ring for your wife, you're also kind of investing in your family legacy.
And it's an asset. Like if Bruno just showed up with a 10
Absolutely.
carat diamond, I know damn well that's not a real diamond.
Julia, thank you so much for joining us today. We are so excited to be talking to you about this. Uh, Personal big fan of your Instagram account right here, let me tell you. I'm obsessed with your content.
Priyanka, I'm a
And
big fan of you.
no, stop. But I have to tell you, we're all obsessed with your content. And the fact that you nail Indian jewelry and you just get the pulse of a place so far away from you is pretty amazing, let me tell you.
Thank you.
But I feel let's start with the big one, the big question. Why do you think natural diamonds continue to be the start point for any engagement ring?
I'm going to give you a very jewelry industry answer. I work as a gemstone wholesaler, and at the end of the day, diamonds are just like the most durable of all the stones. And if you saw how I treat my ring, like you would actually throw up. I'm banging my ring against everything all the time. And on top of that, diamonds are just so brilliant and sparkly and beautiful, and they're a neutral that matches everything.
Oh, 100%. They say they're a girl's best friend for a reason, and I think most girls are self-proclaimed clumsy, like all of us are. And just like you're saying, I mean, my engagement ring has been in the strangest of places and is 90% of the time. We sound so bad for saying this, but it's in this little bowl in my bathroom that sometimes I just clank in. But you're completely right. It's stood the test of time. It absolutely
They
has.
do,
And
they do just stand the test of time.
they do. And I feel while people are sticking to their solitaires, there is a massive move towards hyper personalization and custom cuts and secret engravings. What's the most creative or meaningful idea you've seen recently? Whether it's a friend or a celebrity or anyone where you think they've done such a creative job with their ring.
Well, I don't know specific people, but I could tell you about some designers that I've seen who've made really, really interesting engagement rings. Um, Obviously, Jessica McCormack kind of brought back the Georgian
Oh,
setting, and when she first
yes.
reintroduced it to the jewelry industry, it was super new and interesting and cool, and it still is new, interesting, and cool, but now everyone is also copying her. Um, and I think that there are other people like Mason and Books, the designer's name is Jamie Books, who uses like such heavy, beautiful, puffy gold. I don't know how else I would say that. And other
Yeah, that
designers
sounds
like
stunning.
Arielle Ratner with her nebula engagement rings. I think that we're very much in an era that people don't want to be like anyone else. I think that we've been oversaturated with content of aspirational women and girls, and everyone's a little bit tired of looking at the same thing all the time.
What do you think are the key things a buyer should watch out for in terms of look, value, wearability when they are buying something as important as an engagement ring? Do you think
Yes.
do you think we should stick to the classic or is it okay to go a little out of the box?
So I think it's definitely okay to go out of the box, and it is engagement rings are so personal, and you should choose just exactly what you love. But at the end of the day, the better quality the stone is, the more it'll hold its value. So I think if I were to
Of course.
remake my ring today,
I was going to ask you that next. Literally going to ask you if you had to make your ring today, what would it look like? So now give me
I
the details. I want the
okay.
cut, the color, the carat, everything. What would your today ring look like if you had to do
I
it again?
change my mind every day. That's my problem. I change my mind every single day, but I think I would go for an antique desert diamond. I think that like the look of a warmer tone diamond. And to be fair, I did ask Bruno for this when we were getting engaged, and he told me no because it's not classic. And look how trendy they are today. But I want a
Absolutely.
warmer tone diamond, as big as possible, obviously. And
Of course.
I want an elongated shape. So I don't know if I would want an elongated cushion or an oval, or like I've seen really cool movals that I'd be into, but
Mm.
something elongated. And right now I don't have something elongated. I still love my ring though.
I know. I mean, the thing is, there's so much sentiment attached to, I think, the story of the proposal. I feel like while people do update the engagement ring, I don't know, a part of me just doesn't have the heart to change the setting. Maybe I
Mhm.
will one day, but I don't know. As of right now, I don't think I'd be able to. And I think, like you're saying, oval rings are so trendy right now, and celebrities have such a massive impact on ring trends, from Zendaya's East West to Taylor Swift's antique cut cushion ring. And you've seen so many till today. Which celebrity engagement ring do you think truly defined this whole era of this new cool girl ring?
Hailey
I
Bieber
mean, for sure.
made the oval the coolest, hottest shape for the last few years. If it wasn't for Hailey Bieber, all of these influencers who got engaged with an oval would not have chosen an oval. I truly believe she made the oval. I don't want to say she brought it back because like it's a pretty classic shape. It's not like it went everywhere anywhere, but she made it
Absolutely.
so trendy and so cool. Hailey Bieber is someone who has true influence. Like she doesn't just create content, she truly influences people.
You're absolutely right. I couldn't agree more. I think Hailey Bieber just made that oval so cool. Beyond love and aesthetic, there's also the major part of investment when you're buying a diamond. And the debate between natural and other alternatives is louder than ever. What should couples know before making that decision, particularly when thinking long term? What do you think?
So I it's not a politically correct thing to say, but I do believe that the push for alternatives to natural diamonds is inherently like I don't know if I want to use the word as strong as misogynistic, but it's
Yeah.
anti-women because when you get an engagement ring, that engagement ring is the woman's property forever.
No, I've never thought about it like that ever. And I think one thing you're totally correct about is I think in every law in the world, I mean, laws are different in each country, but I think in every country, the one law that sticks is that what's given to a woman during the
Is
time of her
hers.
marriage or is hers. I
People
do
love to
know.
say that you can split instead of spending, I don't know, let's say instead of spending $1,000 on a ring, you could put that $1,000 into the stock market and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, you
Yeah,
don't know if that rainy day comes, what's going to happen to that investment and how that
absolutely.
money is going to be split. That ring is yours.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, we was talking about how diamonds are heirlooms, and I don't know. I feel like when it is a natural diamond, there's just that heirloom quality that gets attached to it, and there's
Mhm,
just that story that gets attached to it that then maybe makes your great granddaughter want to wear the ring and
mhm,
makes you kind of want to pass it down from generation to generation. I think that's also so important, that legacy. And
mhm.
I feel like when you're buying an engagement ring for your wife, you're also kind of investing in your family legacy. That is what you're
Yeah,
doing.
it's an asset. And it's an
Absolutely.
asset that's
And
easily movable. Like when my family was forced to leave Iran, these are the assets that they left with. They couldn't leave with land, they couldn't leave with any dollars in their bank account. It was just whatever they had on hand, like jewelry.
but do you know a trend that I was obsessed with, and now when I see it, I'm like, okay, was the I don't know. Okay, I mean, I'm saying this, I'm literally wearing one right now. But you know what? The two stones are different shaped and put next to each
I
other.
was just saying
I
this to my mom yesterday that now I'm
Yes.
over it.
I'm over
And I
it.
think it's
I
because
was
people do it with synthetic stones so often that I got turned off to
exactly
it.
100%. And I think that kind of trickled down into high street almost. So I think I've seen so much of it in at H&M. I think that's what has kind of, I don't know, I feel like that's just one that's kind of passing its sparkle, I
Yeah. Oh
think.
man, that was like you nailed it.
So tell me about the most outrageous engagement ring you've seen on Instagram.
I mean, there's like different versions of outrageous. I think that Lauren Sanchez has an extremely outrageous ring. I love it. It's
Yeah,
like a 22 carat or 30 carat pink oval diamond. Outrageous,
yeah.
delightful.
Okay, back to the fun question. I would love your hot take on what carat count is the minimum must have for a proposal. I mean, of course, I know that everyone's budget is super important, and the saying is 3 months of your salary, which sometimes I also think is a bit. I mean, it's
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 pretty
three
crazy.
months
Yeah,
of
I think
your.
it's too
It's
much.
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But do you think maybe the story matters more than the size now?
I think that for
Yeah,
whatever budget you have for the ring, that's all that matters just because you I don't know if it looks if the size of your ring looks out of place, it also is like not so slay. Like if Bruno just showed up with a 10
absolutely.
carat diamond, I know damn well that's not a real diamond.
Is there any word of advice for all the men out there who are absolutely clueless on what to get their girl? Like, think of it as if you were, um, training Bruno right now on what he should be getting you. What is the checklist you'd give him to follow?
I think that the checklist would go like ask your girlfriend if she wants it to be a surprise or not. Like she better know that you're proposing if it's completely out of the blue. Like that's weird and don't be a weirdo. Like
For
ask
sure.
your girlfriend, do you want your ring to be a surprise or not? Like the proposal shouldn't be. The proposal itself should be a surprise. The fact that you're proposing, that should not be a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, you'd hope you're on the same page as the person you're about to marry, and I
Yeah,
mean,
like
100%. You're
I would hope
absolutely,
you talked about like spending the rest of your
yeah.
life together, but once you're on the same page, you ask your girlfriend, would you like your ring to be a surprise? The answer could go either way. If your girlfriend does want her whole ring to be a surprise, you contact her mom and her best friend and you ask them to find out what she wants for her ring. Do not interject your opinion in her ring. That's the worst thing you could do.
Oh, absolutely, a
It's
hundred
not your
percent.
ring. Just because you're paying for it doesn't mean it's yours.
So tell me the other points on your checklist then. So I think that's a great idea, asking the mom and sister. That's a good one.
An important thing to do is to go into a jewelry store. I mean, like the jewelry stores of the world are going to get mad at me, but even if you're not planning on buying a ring, go in and try on some rings, find out your ring
For
size, like
sure.
find out what shapes look good on your finger. I don't know how I like don't know how I would do it if it was a complete surprise. Like going into like Tiffany was an important part of trying on rings for me,
No,
even though I ended up not buying it from there. But it was an important part of like learning what I liked and all that stuff.
what was your proposal like? Did you have a fun proposal story? Was it everything you wanted it to be?
I have a really cute proposal story. I knew I was getting engaged to Bruno and we had discussed when and he told me in the fall we were going to get engaged. In June, I we had it was our 2 year anniversary dinner. We went to a fancy restaurant that like had horrible food. It was like on this beautiful rooftop and this area called Seaport and this building that just opened up. Beautiful, beautiful rooftop, beautiful sunset. And me and Bruno are big eaters, and we're like very much not fancy restaurant people. We're like just yummy food people. And as we were eating dinner, Bruno like couldn't eat a bite. Like he kept having one bite and be like, I'm full, which is like nothing that's never happened. And then in the middle of our dinner, he said, we should make this our place in the future. And then I was like, why the actual F would we make this our place? Like, that's so weird. And then I was like, oh shoot, something is happening. Like he would never say this about this nasty food. So then I got so nervous. I like went to the bathroom. I was like dizzy and like, I don't even know, like I had to like hold on to the counter. Like I was so dramatic. And I remember my friend Erica told me, she said, when you're getting proposed to, don't be a detective. Like, don't try and figure out that it's happening. Just let it happen and you'll get to enjoy it more. So
Yeah.
like I kept telling myself as if like I was in a dramatic like fight movie. I was like, don't be detective, don't be detective. I went back, like my stomach is like churning. I don't want to say I enjoyed the dinner because like the food was really bad and like it was lame, but the view is beautiful. And then like next to the seating, I don't even know how I didn't see it. There was like rose petals and like a heart and like all that stuff set up. And he took me there and he proposed after. And his intern at the time was our photographer, which is so funny. Literally not his job at
How
all. Bruno like
sweet.
works in real estate.
And so obviously those are you get the cutest pictures ever, and then you get to have that for forever and always.
Oh yeah.
I
And
love
then
my
straight from our
proposal pictures.
proposal, I forgot like the most important part. Straight from our proposal, because I told him I wanted a private proposal. All my friends and family were waiting for us like across the city in another location. And we had like the craziest night ever. Like DJ, obviously like bar. And it was just like the most fun I've ever had.
First show, I want to see your ring and what that looks like.
Oh yeah.
And also, oh, oh, it's so beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
you designed that, right? You were saying you helped design it, which is so again
I
so
helped, but
important.
honestly, when I got engaged, I was so young that like I didn't really know what I wanted. I just told Bruno to copy Kim Kardashian's ring. Obviously, mine is much bigger than hers, but
Of course. No, it's beautiful. It really is. Julia, thank you so much for joining us today. It was such a fun chat. I think we're all true lovers of it, but I think you just have such a genuine love for it, and it shows through the content you create so much, which is why I think you're so loved, and you just made it so big
thank you.
so fast because you can see it.
Thank you.